All right, welcome, welcome. We do not have storms yet here in the Midwest, so we will be showing you a storm tracker live because, again, there is no storms hitting the Midwest yet.
Issued our MD out here for the east side, so that's good. Finley, is that strong?
Yeah, I feel like that's where a lot of people are staging up is in Midley. I don't know where we'll go. We might go a little bit outside of town. We don't have an exact town, but I mean our target was this East Indiana, Northwest Ohio play. So that's Midley. Midley is south of Toledo.
Yeah, Finley's an hour south of Toledo. I am pretty much in Finley itself almost right now. We had some showers popping off already, but I think the main convection's actually that stuff going on near the 6980 interchange over there south of Angola. That might be our first round of truly deepening convection. But that's going to head straight down here. The MD from the SPC actually looked very promising.
Yeah, no, it did. It definitely looked more promising than the west one, which I would agree with. I think that if you're gonna, it still is a conditional threat, but I think that if things go right, we could certainly get a tornado and a strong one.
Yeah, I know. I definitely agree with you there on that. I think if there's going to be a tornado today or so, it would be like one or two, but the potential for it to also be strong is definitely there. So, today's one of those really conditional days, but it has a chance of being a very powerful storm and tornado as well. So, it's got me intrigued. I'll say that much.
Yeah, the raindrops in that little showers just were freaking huge. Oh. Telltale sign, hail is gonna be monstrous. Yeah, that's the thing. We're probably gonna see. I think in the better storms we'll see north of probably possibly baseball.
All right. So now...
you don't think we'll get any 6 inches today? What? Like...
So, for those of you that...
For
those of you that know... sorry, I'm trying to turn this down a little bit. We have always continually been upgrading our equipment. And I know a lot of people have been wanting to see what the new stuff looks like and all that. So I wanted to make sure to take time to show you guys. So this right now, this camcorder has a wireless transmitter. So those of you that have been intrigued to seeing what the car looks like, I'm going to show you guys here real quick. But I will switch it to the remote one. Here's the remote camcorder angle. So you can see I got a camera right there. That's my in-car camera. This actually has all of my camera angles on it. You can see it on there. It's hard to see, but that's all my camera angles that I can see at once. You know, my streaming device is down here. It's about to freak out. Controller, radio. So focus is a little messy, but I'll show you guys out of the car as well, so you guys can see what it looks like. But we're sitting here right outside the Home Depot distribution center. This is my vehicle, for those of you that haven't seen it yet. Good looking vehicle, I would say. We got some towering cumulus trying to develop over there. Looks really good. We got a little bubblers here off to our south, and then it's closer to the distribution center. But again, there is the vehicle. I know people have been wanting to see the vehicle, so I figured I'd show you guys here real quick. Hopefully you guys can still hear me. A little bit of damage from the deer that we smoked, but yeah. I know a lot of people love seeing the vehicle and all the equipment. So that's the Storm Tracker. Show you guys here inside of the car if the camera can adjust the focus well enough. So obviously I've got the YouTube screen up right now, but that phone right there typically runs my WeatherWise, which I need to make sure that it is. Oh, I do have WeatherWise up, that's why. Okay, so that usually runs my WeatherWise. We've got my laptop with usually YouTube chat is right there, but I've got my controller for the camera angles down there. Roof camera, as we hop back in here. I've got the main dash cameras right here. Then we've got an in-car camera right there. And then we've also got that headrest camera right there. So we got a lot of different angles for everybody to really enjoy. So there was a quick rundown. I don't want to burn too much of the battery up. So save some of it for later. All right, did I miss anything? I was out of the car.
Yeah, I was just telling Ben and Garrett to get off my turf.
Oh yeah, your kind don't belong here, guys. But again, thank you guys all.
I guess I'll be. Hey, you're a Buckeyes fan. So. Hey, I am a Buckeyes fan, so technically, part of my heart is in the state. So, but I guess if we ever there's an Omaha chase, I'll be like, get off my turf.
But yeah, that was just a quick rundown of the vehicle, guys. Again, thanks for tuning in. We're just getting the day started. We already got 7,000 watching right now with 4,600 likes. So please be sure to keep smooshing that like and subscribe button. But we are still just kind of watching and waiting here. Really wanting to see if these storms are going to mature. See, that stuff on the lake is really starting to mature now. Of course it is. Why is this stuff off the lake finally starting to mature? Just because that's how the cookie crumbles some days?
Yeah, I don't know what that looks like. You're getting up east of Cleveland.
Let's see. Jason, or Medford, if I said that right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Think of that target in like near Ohio, PA border.
Thank you so much for your Cash App donation.
It doesn't have potential, but I like this area in western Ohio the best, I believe. Yeah, I mean, Garrett and I, we woke up in Davenport, left at like 9:30, so it's not bad, but we're probably never making it over there. But honestly, if I could be anywhere, that is maybe where I would have targeted, but I don't know how much of a difference there is, so maybe it's not worth the extra miles.
Yeah, what happened with Freddie? I saw he woke up in freaking Davenport, and then I think they went home.
He just said fries in the bag and turned around.
That's not like Freddie. I mean, I don't blame him, but... Alright, I gotta look at satellite here and see. You know what? Let's go up 613 a bit here and see if we can get a view of this thing bubbling up to our north and east. Oof. That's a bumpy boy. I'm gonna go east here a little bit.
Over the lake.
Do what over the lake?
Almost south, like just really blew up over the lake.
Yeah, I saw that. That's why I was like, ugh. But I'm looking at this storm southeast of BG right now. I'm going to go east on 613 over here and see if I can get a view of that one.
And sure, those storms over the lake, they're getting that extra cold air, cold air loft instability from the water, helping those things to just ignite.
I'm honestly just not really sold on anything right now, so just trying to keep everything in play.
Try to keep the vibes high. I still think today, I don't know if today's a tornado day, but there's still a conditional chance, really hoping for some nice structure. If it's not moving too quick to stay with, but really hoping for some structure.
Go ahead. What are you doing, dude? Jeez, you're not even in the right lane.
Central Illinois down there in like Lincoln and Springfield really tried out. Their dew points are in the low 50s and their highs are in the low 90s.
Yeah, I definitely don't think that today is a big tornado day by any means. I think it's gonna take if there's one that happens or something, I don't know. But
yeah, I get the vibes too. I don't really like the thermos today. That's my
no, I definitely don't.
The shear's pretty good, so if you can get a storm to take advantage of the shear. We'd be talking about a much bigger threat.
Honestly, if we just had a warm front, that would be this would be a full-fledged outbreak. But we ain't got a warm front; we got a crashing cold front.
Yeah, and that means your winds are also out of the, your surface winds are more veered. Yeah, at a warm front, you probably have some southerlies. So I'm wondering if there can be some local backing somewhere in Northwest Ohio, and maybe a small corridor where tornado threat is just a little higher. But I do mostly get the wind, hail, structure vibes. But that's why we come out here just in case. There's always a conditional chance. Tornado watch is out.
They issued the watch already? Dang. Let me guess, the long and east of I-75, or did they actually extend it back into Henry and Fulton and all that?
So Ohio Indiana line on east.
Nice. So a tornado watch has been issued, guys. They did, in fact, issue the tornado watch. I do find it kind of funny. They put that other MD out first, but then they issued this watch first.
Yeah, I like that cell over in gold.
Yeah, those ones have really been keeping my eye. I'm poking this one over here southeast of BG. I'm going to take a look at that, but if that Angola one can actually get its act together, I'd really like that one. Auburn's reading a 63 dew point, too. the storm track on the storm I'm trying to go look at. East-southeast at 84 miles an hour. Yeah, that dog just ain't gonna hunt.
No idea what you said.
I just said the storm I'm going to poke right now to take a peek at, the storm track says east-southeast at 84 miles an hour.
Starlink set up on this radio.
Scan off.
Yeah, if this thing is actually going 84 miles an hour, there's no point in even trying to go look at it right now. That's what legitimately what the storm track says is east-southeast at 84. That is wild. Yeah, so everywhere from the Ohio-Indiana border to the east is now actively under a tornado watch. In Ohio. Michigan is not, but Ohio is. Why is my radio doing this? Okay. I'm gonna have to grab my dang car or my handheld at this rate. It's pissing me off. Alright, I hit a dead zone. I really am favoring that Angola kind of area, so I'm going to head back up to 75 and head north a little bit, probably west on 6.
Going back to McClure.
I was going to say, are we going to go visit the chief of police in Napoleon again?
Well, if I turn right a little bit, I mean, it would make a feel right for Napoleon.
Yeah, Garrett, you guys missed that. The chief of police in Napoleon rolled up to us at the Loves in town. And he was like, well, the mayor called me and said there were storm chasers at the truck stop, so I figured I'd come check it out.
How funny. That's I'm sure that interaction went fantastic. It's pretty crazy how fast. We literally just got there, and the mayor already made a phone call and say there's storm chasers there. If that Defiance storm gets going, or not Defiance, I'm looking at the wrong one. Angola storm, that's going to come pretty close to your house, Corey, isn't it? Yeah, it's going to be close.
Not gonna lie, the more and more radar updates I'm getting, the more and more I'm liking that storm.
Oh, I got my radio to work finally. Oh my God, it's Redman!
The Man of Red has arrived.
I'm up here. Yeah, I've been on Channel 5 talking to Jaden. He's heading down to Florida, and I tried to switch channels again, and it just freaked out. And then when it came back, it was cutting me on and off connection for like 3 minutes before it finally decided it was going to work.
Well, remind me to give you your new handheld if we cross paths, even if it's just for a second. I've got them in a box in my trunk.
Yeah, I copy that. Yeah, I need to do that at some point, so we'll try to make that happen here. We better cross paths.
Bouncy.
How's everybody doing? Yeah, the probs on the watch are 40-20 on the tornado side of things.
I think it's a fair, I mean, honestly, I thought it was a stretch issuing a tornado watch as a whole, but like we all discussed, if there's going to be a tornado, it's going to be like one.
Yeah, I think I was telling Garrett if I was at the SPC desk, I'd probably just do a severe watch, but if there's anywhere where I'd put a tornado watch, it'd be Northern Ohio, so. Yeah, I mean, I definitely figured severe watch, but either we're seeing something we're not seeing. Yeah, I assumed severe too. I was like, well, you know, I'll take it. Makes me feel better about coming up here anyway. You know, I'm not expecting any tornadoes. So.
Yeah, Redman, there were people in my chat that were like, oh yeah, you know, Redman's heading north on 75. And I was like, well, just, you know, thinking about the fact that you live by 75. And I'm like, okay, cool. And then I look at the map and I saw you were near Lima. And I was like, what is the Man of Red doing up here? And Corey's like, yeah, he called me, said he was going to come up. I was like, I would have figured he was on the radio by now.
Well, this radio, there's something wrong with it. I don't know what's happened. Well, Jaden's had similar issues, but like changing the channel, it just freaks. So and my scan doesn't turn off, but apparently it is off because I'm not hearing anything. So, but like when I press the channel or the scan on and off button, it just says scan on every time I push it. Scan on, scan on, scan on. But it was obviously off, but I can't even change channels anyway. Not until I turn it down or turn it off and turn it back on and let it do its weird thing, and then I can change channels.
I have no idea where Wakeman is. Yeah, I'm probably just going to have to do like a hard reset on all the radios. That way everybody's stuff gets refreshed. I don't know. Mine has been having issues too, so I feel ya. Looks like you're going through Findlay right now. Corey, I'm probably just going to go up to BG and then west on 6.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm sorry to jump in. Redman, I don't know what kind of rabbit hole you brought me down, but I just had to reset my radio. That was absolutely catastrophic, whatever has happened there with the switching of the channels.
Team 0 crash out imminent.
Yeah, I'm having the same problems, guys. My radio's been acting up.
Where the hell are you? What is happening right now?
Scott, I hope you're staying safe in the fire weather warning. Life 360 notified me that you're in danger.
Yeah, I did get that notification as well.
So God, be careful.
Dang it, I wanted to say it. In danger. Yeah, I'm fine, guys. I really appreciate you guys looking out for me. Yeah, there's 2 fire warnings in Blaine County, so I've gone from one and I'm going to the other now.
Thanks. How's everybody doing up in Ohio today? I see they chose to issue a tornado watch for some reason, so that's interesting. Hope you guys have good luck up there today. We're on our way to Florida.
Yeah, my mind just got screwed over wondering what is going on right now, because we just went from like literally only me and Corey being the only ones on the radio to now everybody seems to have appeared.
That is pretty amusing.
On a serious note, I really do like the look of that Angola storm, and the east-southeast motion is just like chef's kiss.
Do you think it could drop one today?
I think there's definitely the potential for a tornado, and potentially a strong tornado at that. But like I was telling Garrett and Ben, I think if it's going to happen, it's going to be one storm that does it. That's it. We're not going to see anywhere like, we're not going to see an outbreak or anything, but like the SPC made a good point in their discussion, their MD, saying, you know, the lake breeze is actually going to enhance the surface vorticity and all that stuff, which is expected. And I wasn't even thinking about that aspect.
Yeah, I mean, I might be a little biased because I'm not chasing, but I had the option to chase today too. Like, I told myself, you know, I'm gonna make a decision when we get to Indy, because we're in separate cars. Because like when we leave Florida, there's gonna be a risk. You know, it looks like probably in the plains, which we're driving 2 cars down there because I wouldn't have time to get back home. But when I was looking at it today, I just saw like I just thought the tornado potential looked mid at best today. And so that's why I just decided to keep going down.
I don't think the tornado potential by any means is a slam dunk. I think, like I said, maybe one storm could do it at best, but I don't think it's going to be an outbreak. Like, and if it happens, like I said, it'll be one storm that does it. And if it does do it, it could be a strong tornado, but that is still a stretch.
Yeah, I felt similar. I didn't even come up here for a tornado. I came up here for structure today just to add to my photos from the week, my sunsets and stuff, and just to get a chase in too, because, you know, who knows how April's really going to be, and just, even though I'm pretty sure we're going to be some good days, but just that. And I went fishing yesterday and a few days before, and I was like, having no luck at all catching fish. Like, well, I'm just gonna go chase a storm right up. Yeah, I mean, I think good call there for sure. You know, I mean, we're committed to Florida, kind of, so it'll be nice just to get a little vacation before the real stuff. I know the first week of April looks pretty fun, to say the least. So looking forward to that, and hope you guys get on something good today. Maybe some good structure. You guys gonna blow the windows out today?
I mean, we got time to get them replaced, so why not?
Shoot, yeah. I probably won't, but who knows?
Well, these storms definitely aren't like looking amazing right now, but the updrafts are definitely expanding, so that's a really good sign.
Yeah, everything's trying to grow a little. Those things are booking it up there. The track's got to move it like 65 knots.
Yeah, dude, the first, like, the storm, I was just going to go poke. I clicked the track, and it said moving east-southeast at 84, and I was like, yeah, that's not happening.
It better hope those things can root. That was my concern. It's just never root.
I would not worry about
That's
St.
what you
Louis.
can,
St. Louis should be fine.
Because if they don't slow down, then yeah, you can just you can forget about chasing them. You can just look at them as they go by.
Yeah, you can just wave as they go by, exactly.
That's what I'm just trying to figure out the tornado watch. I think it's a little aggressive, maybe.
Yeah, in a way, I think we probably all agree that's a little aggressive, probably. But
Yeah, I did not expect a tornado. Like, the only reason I expected a tornado watch is typically when they got the 5% risk, they always go tornado watch for whatever reason, 9 times out of 10. But if for only a tornado or two possible, in my opinion, I don't know that I would have necessarily went tornado watch, but that's why they're paid the big bucks.
Yeah, I mean, it's not often that I disagree with the SVC and WFOs. Like, I'm just a little suspicious of that watch. I mean, well, maybe everybody sees something that I don't. So, it'll be, I'm intrigued to see how the day goes. I really am.
I can already see the cold front is east of the northern Indiana radar.
yeah, I hope to get maybe a structure shot, hopefully a good one, maybe lightning shot or two. I'll get what I gain for if I get that, but yeah, stuff looks like it's so far it's just Holland, and I'm gonna have to go north even more.
Yep, that is the struggle, right?
Angola storm just got freaking smacked that cold front.
Hey! Oh, White Ben once again. I'm going to a Sheets right now on the east side of Findlay to get gas and a piece of pizza or something, and then hit the road again.
Wait, did somebody say Freddy?
I said, Corey!
Oh, I thought you said Freddy. I was like, what are you talking about? Freddy put the fries in the bag when he woke up this morning.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I saw that scene they turned around. I'm like, yeah, I don't blame you. Did not blame them one bit.
Were they? I thought I did see them moving a little bit. Were they heading out here and then decided not to?
Yeah, they were. I think they all made it to Illinois, I think.
Yeah, they stopped in Davenport last night, and I guess according to Garrett, they decided to just put the fries in the bag when they woke up this morning and was like, yeah, this just ain't happening.
Yeah, I mean, I don't blame them. It looked pretty bad. It looked really bad.
I wouldn't want to from there either. I mean, it's a long way.
Well, I lived just an hour north of the 5-Ash, and I'm in southern Alabama now, so.
Well, the drive must be going well then.
It's beautiful down here. I'm excited for a nice little family vacation on the beach. It'll be good. Much needed before peak season.
And Findlay, Ohio's back.
Yeah, seeing all the spotter dots just going crazy was hilarious.
Is there a lot of people chasing today?
Yeah, like there's a bunch of people in Findlay right now. There's a bunch of people in Bowling Green. Like, it just out of nowhere, everybody just popped up.
Bro, why? I saw some people on Twitter even like comparing this setup to last week, and I'm like, no, like, nah, not even by a million miles.
Okay, see, now that definitely crosses the line, because when people were saying, oh, like, I remember seeing this look for the Kankakee Day, and I'm like, dude, there's a big difference between a crashing cold front and a stationary warm front.
Exactly. Yeah. I saw those tweets. I'm like, you cannot be serious right now. Like today is 10 feet deeper in the dumpster than the Kankakee Day ever was. Like, no.
That, if anything, makes me grow more concerned about chaser convergence this season more than anything else has. Just a lot of people here today.
Dude, you already know Texas and Oklahoma is going to be an absolute nightmare.
Jameson, thank you so much for your PayPal donation.
Yeah.
I still do like our Wasion storm. That thing still looks decent. I don't think it's moving as fast as it looks like it is.
Track says 68 knots.
It says 70 now, Corey. East at 70.
Well, I should probably just park somewhere on I-75 and let it pass.
Everything right now looks like it's moving so fast that when I get gas here, all I'm going to do is go east.
These storms are just like I don't even know what to say, guys.
Gosh, Red Bane, you going to the house? I'm not even there.
Man, this town is huge. I didn't know Findlay, Ohio was like massive. I mean, there's stuff everywhere. People honking horns.
People honking horns.
Yeah, Finley's big.
Yeah, I mean, Findlay's decent size. Not gonna lie, I feel like I'm making a horrible decision heading west on 6 right now. Just gonna have to wait at the storm as it goes by. Later, nerd. Honestly, I truly and wholeheartedly thought, okay, I'm definitely gonna be in like 45-mile-an-hour storm motions. That's gonna suck, but you know, 45 is doable. Every storm track is like 70 plus, and I'm just like, why?
I know. That's why I'm like, at this point, you might as well go east, because I can always turn around, but I'm not going to keep up with you.
Some sort of a fire going on up here. Someone must be having a bonfire or something. Jeez.
Yeah, that's wild. But, well, I'll let you guys get to it since you guys got storms. We're going to keep on. We got, let's see, 4.5 hours down to the beach. So, good luck up there. Hope you guys score something good. I will be watching if anything by chance happens to go tornado warning for whatever reason. But if it does happen, I really hope you guys score good. So, have a tornado for me.
Well, I think honestly that's the reason why most people are out here today. Like, you aren't, so you know how it goes.
Yeah, Jaden. That's why I called to tell you I'm heading up. Like, oh, I heard Jaden's heading to Florida.
Yeah, that'll happen because I'm not there, and I'll obviously sincerely be pissed off if it does, but it likely will. It likely will happen because I'm not there. That's just been the story of my life about the last 2 years, and so we'll see if the trend continues.
Yeah, honestly, guys,
This year is the goal is to stay away from.
I'm not enthused right now looking at this stuff, but we'll see.
I'd be more serious about it, but I've just never seen it today. I've just never seen it happening, but certainly I think the structure's going to be really cool, though. I do think like the structure fest, so it should be fun. But yeah, I'll be watching you guys' streams over the next 4 minutes. So good luck up there. Back to our Weatherwise channel. I gave Rachel my handheld, so go back over there and we'll see you guys in April.
I just want a severe thunderstorm warning at this rate.
Copy that. We will talk to you soon.
Later, nerd. Give me a severe box.
Later, Jaden.
Hey, later, Scott. Have fun in the wildfires over there. Honestly, I'm actually maybe more upset that I'm missing the wildfires. It looks interesting over there.
Ooh.
Yeah, I've never seen two fire warnings in one county. It's going crazy here in Blaine County. The winds are about 40 mile an hour plus.
Our storm just blew up big time, Corey.
Well, stay safe out there, everybody. Scott, good luck in the wildfires. Talk to you guys soon.
Yeah, guys, our
Yeah, what sucks is always like this thing's already. I'm on 6, just east of McClure. It's already just to my north.
yeah, I know. I'm just off Deer East right now, but I was very happy to see the DBZ spike in the latest live sweep as it came across. So gives me some hope. Maybe we'll get lucky. It'll keep this like east-southeast motion, and we can just keep up with it on 6.
That'd be good, but unfortunately, I really need to turn southeast. It's gonna tornado.
Well, that's our storm there on the right-hand side of the screen you guys see there. I'm liking the way it's looking. We're probably going to have to try and keep out ahead of it, but I'm liking the way it's looking right now. Thankfully, Lord willing, the roof camera stays intact and continues to hold on right now. Because it's up to 32,000 feet. I'd like to see it mature a little bit more, but it's looking good.
Just trying to get a little bit of a feeder band on it.
Yeah, it's a 235 right now. I got the roof camera on it. It looks decent. But maybe we'll get lucky and it will slow down and kind of root whatever boundaries out here.
Yeah, but we don't have much time because that cold front's coming hot.
I mean, the cold front's still just about in west of 69 right now, so we got some time. Definitely big uptick in lightning, too. I'm almost up to 235 now. I might meander a little north on 235 just to try and get a look at it. How does it look from your perspective?
Murky.
Murky, murky, murky. Got it. Copy the murky. Mitch, thank you so much for gifting 5 memberships. And again, thank you guys all so much for your Venmo, PayPal, Cash App donations. Paula, thank you so much for your very generous super chat. April 7th, good to know. I will be keeping you in my prayers.
To be honest, the way this thing's tracking, this might interact with a lake breeze.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It might keep moving like east-southeast and then hit it. Big old W's for Paula. Thank you guys all so much. Paula, if you sent PayPal, thank you. I'm sorry if I missed it. Yes, I did miss it. I'm sorry. Thank you so much, Paula, for your PayPal donation. Do you guys like this view better, like both of them like this? Do you guys prefer this view on the screen?
Are you at the Bowling Green cell?
Yeah, it does look like it's getting a little inflow notch on it.
I don't see it anymore. I was getting a little inflow tail, but I don't see it anymore.
Gotcha. Yeah, it could be very close to that boundary, so we gotta watch that. There's also a bean out west that I may have to keep an eye on. That's right on the front, it appears.
Well,
You're talking about the one over near Auburn.
yeah, Bradman, I could hit that go to Cracker Barrel and see a shower.
Hey, yeah, you got a good point.
I'll give you something to crack.
Sure, you go barrel.
Yeah, I may never get out of here at this point. Finley's just got so much traffic.
Looks like this thing's trying to get a nice little cut to it. It's looking right now.
Bradman, if I were you, I would shoot east, get like 53, shoot north to probably 6.
Is like on the right side of the front.
Yep.
I'll hop out here for a
Okay,
second.
because that's good. I think that stuff is gonna move faster than the front today, so it shouldn't get undercut if it forms on it.
Yeah, it should be good in that part of it, unless the cold front moving Mach 10.
Oh, camera just decided to leave chat. Ugh.
I was hoping to get something to eat, but I didn't realize Sheetz doesn't like have pizza. I remember that their pizza's good, but they don't. You have to like order it. They don't have it sitting out like Casey's.
I am going to go back down to 6 and start blasting east. I think if anything's going to try, it's going to be this one. Tomer, thank you so much for your super chat. You guys can watch the dance that my antenna does, my cell booster. A wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. This thing is starting to take more of a southeast turn, so I feel like it might be latching, Corey.
Looks like it's trying to hook.
Yeah, guys, I think we got our storm. It's just starting to mature. It's really starting to look a lot better now, and it's taking more of a southeast turn. So it might be interacting with this boundary a lot better, too.
1-inch hail and 60 mile per hour winds. So things are, off to somewhat of a slow start, but things are very rapidly going to progress as we go forward. We do also have a tornado watch out for a bunch of yins out there in Ohio and Pennsylvania. If you see yourself in the red boxed area, that you are under a tornado watch for the next 5.5 hours. We've got a 40% chance of at least 2 or more tornadoes out here, 20% chance some of those will be EF2 or greater. Our primary threats are going to be hail, likely over 2 inches in diameter, and also potentially some wind gusts over 75 miles per hour. There are currently 168 of y'all checking in on the WeatherWise app right now from within this tornado watch. One of you is over here near Akron. They're saying, Weather Geeks here. How's it looking, Ryan? It's looking great right now. It's probably a pretty nice day out there. Am I right? Where you are, instability is rising, and as the cold front dips south, we're going to have storms forming to your north, and then eventually you're either going to get hit by a cell, a supercell, maybe a multicellular system, or more likely a line of storms later tonight as the cold front dips down to the south. Okay, so that's our tornado watch. Now we also have a severe thunderstorm watch back here farther to the west. This includes a good chunk of Illinois and Indiana. We are talking about a pretty good chance of hail, once again, over 2 inches in diameter, potentially winds over 60 to 70 miles per hour over here as well. There's 2.8 million people inside of this severe thunderstorm watch. And this is where storms are getting, honestly, the most impressive, in my opinion. Like this storm right here is looking really good. The one just to the north and west of Hoopeston, it's looking like it's getting organized here. It's probably going to need a severe thunderstorm warning soon. I think that I'm surprised that it doesn't already have one, actually. If you're downstream from this, you need to be looking out for some hail. We've actually got a nearly 100% chance that this is producing hail right now. And you can see how it went from 0 all the way up to 90 within one scan. So, and the hail size is likely not huge just yet, but we're talking about penny size hail, maybe approaching quarter size hail. And whenever we cross that threshold, that's when it'll likely, get upgraded, I guess, to a severe thunderstorm warning. This is moving up towards the I-65 corridor over there in Indiana. So if you are in the path here, including Sheldon, get ready in 30 minutes or less for some hail and some strong wind. And also notice the little flashes on the map. Those are lightning flashes, okay? And this storm's going to have a lot of lightning with it as well as it approaches you over there in Earl Park, Goodland, and even Remington downstream. All right, so that's what we're talking about there. We've got a lot of storms popping up around Bloomington, and for that reason, or at least that's probably one of the reasons why meteorologist Andy Hill is calling me right now.
Hey, Ryan. Yeah, well, I mean, they are blown up right around me, which is kind of exciting. I can see them out the window. But I was just going to clarify for that one y'all watch that I've got so far. That has already passed the cold front. The cold front is to the south of that, so we're not going to see any tornado threat from that cell in particular. However, I see the hail core growing on it scan by scan here, so I've still got that y'all watch out because I think we'll see a severe thunderstorm warning with that hail core. And that is going to be true for pretty much all of central Illinois here. As I watch this area of the risk, we are very well mixed, meaning the temperatures on the surface are really high. They're really warm. They're like 90 degrees Fahrenheit. And the moisture is right around 60 degrees Fahrenheit for a lot of this area, the dew points. So that large of a spread means that our bases are going to be really high, and we don't see tornadoes with those large of spreads almost ever. So I'm really looking at the wind and hail threat, especially after the cold front passes through any area in central Illinois.
All right. Thank you very much, meteorologist Andy Hill. This is the cold front that he's talking about. You can actually see it on radar right now. If you've got the WeatherWise app out on reflectivity, you can literally see it right there. And notice how any storm that is behind that is going to be less likely to produce tornadoes today. And the main threat, 100%, is going to be hail, potentially destructive hail. With this storm over here coming up into the Witeska area, or areas just south of there, and near Hoopeston. Okay, so we're watching that very closely. We do have another storm over here near Pontiac and Fairbury that's coming together right now. It's likely producing half-inch hail right now, penny-sized hail, and it is getting stronger. The DBZ, the reflectivity, is getting more intense over time. The cloud tops are getting taller, okay? So it does look like the storm's getting more intense, but it is not very likely going to have a tornado threat. It's going to be damaging winds and a large hail, and this area is, familiar with large hail. These storms are eventually going to go up there towards Kankakee as well. So we've got to be watching out for some very big hail with these storms as they move over Interstate 55, 57, and then eventually over there towards Interstate 65 as well. Let's go check in on this storm near Chicago. There is a decent storm here in Chicago right now on the south side near Orland Park that is likely producing some decently large hail. I mean, I don't know if we've gotten any official reports just yet, but I would say over penny-sized hail is going to be possible here just north of Orland Park, moving over towards Hammond. And yeah, we've got some really strong reflectivity here, but this is way far north of the cold front. Not a huge problem as far as tornadoes go, but still, this could be a damaging storm for our friends out here in Gary and LaPorte a little bit later. Some of the places in the path here include Riverdale, Hammond in about 13 minutes, potentially making it all the way over there to Gary within 20 minutes. This is moving pretty fast, maybe 60 to 70 miles per hour to the east-southeast there. So get ready for that, and we will continue to watch these storms blowing up in Illinois, moving into Indiana. But we mentioned not too long ago that we really have to watch these storms over here near Fort Wayne. If these start to get more mature, these will likely cause some big-time problems as they are just barely out in front of that cold front. We'll see how long that lasts. And we did get a new severe thunderstorm warning over here for Lucas, Ottawa, and Sandusky counties in Ohio. That also includes Wood County. We're talking about Bowling Green, Ohio, Perrysburg, Fremont, Ohio, Green Creek, Ohio, and what is that? Ballville, Ohio. You guys are all in the path of this storm. And we are potentially going to be seeing some 1-inch hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds out of this. So once again, Waterville, Bowling Green, that's where the storm is kind of hitting right now. We've got some strong reflectivity values here. That's where the hail's likely falling between Waterville and Dunbridge right now. And that's moving right towards Woodville, Gibsonburg, and Fremont. So this is actually looking like a pretty strong storm. Let's take a look at it from Brandon Kopic's point of view. Check it out.
And now the storm track went from north of Fremont to south of Fremont.
We should have a couple of different storm chasers on this. Oh yeah, Corey Gherkin's got a good view. Let's listen in. This is the severe warned storm right now. How's it going, chat? If you haven't done it yet, consider sharing us out there on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. I don't know. iMessage, whatever. We've got over 10 million people under watches right now. We're going to do our best to relay information today for free and commercial free. So if you know anybody that would find that valuable, consider sharing the stream.
I'm about to hit that section where it opens up to like divided highway, but I'm just waiting for that to happen right now. Because this is just...
All right, so we're going to keep Corey up over here on the side. We did just get a new severe thunderstorm warning for the storm that we were just looking at over there in the Chicagoland area, just south of Chicago, right over Orland Park. They went ahead and issued that warning for 1-inch hail and less than 50-mile-per-hour winds. That's coming into Cook and Lake counties. So Gary, you guys are included in this, and I want to bring that cell track back up because, I mean, this kind of alluded to this threat before the warning was issued here. This is likely going to go all the way past Gary and eventually go over here towards the Indiana Dunes National Park. And once again, how do you say this? I forget every time. LaPorte? Is it daggone LaPorte? What's the fruit of the day? We don't do fruit for live streams, but we should. It's always a banana for live streams. Laporte? Okay. Good thing I didn't go with my gut there and start calling it Laporte again. My goodness. All right. So, yeah, this storm right here is looking absolutely plumb wild. Okay, this is going to be our first big hail maker of the day, and unfortunately, it's going into a pretty populated area. This warning's got 1.1 million people in it. So you guys need to be getting to shelter, get indoors and away from windows and all that good stuff because it is absolutely coming, son, out there in Cook County, Illinois, and Lake County, Indiana. We do have some submissions coming in. If you've got some hail pictures or, any kind of videos or pictures you want to send us, you can send that to us on ryanhaulyall.com/submit. I've got a QR code for you now, by the way. I know that more than half of yous are watching on a TV screen right now. So I figured you can just scan this with your phone if you want to send stuff in. That should take you to ryanhaulyall.com/submit. We'll see. Or you can just go to a web browser and send it in. But you can see we've got some weird looking clouds out there from Kelsey. There's a nice view of the shelf out there in Mokina, Illinois. And then a lot of people have been sending in the clear skies today out in front of the storms where instability is rising, including Aroma Park, where we just had some really active weather not too long ago. Obviously, the Y'all Squad just left there. And this is Dayton in Montgomery County, Ohio. We'll be talking about you guys later tonight. Let's go check back in with our storm chasers. A lot of our storm chasers are over here in Northwest Ohio because that's where they think we're going to have a pretty good chance of seeing some tornadoes today, maybe. Tornadoes are not the main threat today. However, there's definitely a chance that some of these storms will become tornadic, and that's why Corey Gerken is on this storm in Pemberville, Wood County, Ohio right now.
I don't know. Like I said, I anticipated like 45, maybe 50. I'm just really crossing my fingers. I'm going already to 75 right now. Just really crossing my fingers whenever this thing latches.
Yeah, we have Corey Gerken and Brandon Kopic live on the ground right now, and they're seeing the leading edge of this storm here. And the temperature is dropping rapidly ahead of the core. We've had viewers in Toledo report a 20-degree temperature drop in just minutes. Are you guys feeling that in Toledo? You're probably feeling it in Chicago, too, and a couple other places up here. We're having a really sharp cold front come through, and it's going to be wild. Some places that are in the 70s right now are going to be in the 40s literally not too long from now.
Definitely a lot of rising due north of me right now. I'm on the back.
All right, where's the Steel Highway 35? Check this out. I think we can see some of the hail in this one right here. This is out here in Gary, so that's just the leading edge of the storm. I wonder if we can see anything from. Oh, we got a good view here. So this is the storm coming out of Chicago. You can see it coming over the railroad tracks there on the left-hand side. This is going to look really ominous as it gets closer to us. I'm going to put that on the left-hand side there at the bottom. Can you guys see it? Yeah, there you go. We'll keep it right there. But yeah, that's a big-time storm coming out of Orland in Chicago or northern Illinois right now. Somebody back here says the temperature is dropping quick. Yeah, the temperature drop is going to be insane. We got a lot of people down here around Crown Point checking in. Anything for Cedar Lake, Indiana? I mean, yeah, Cedar Lake, Indiana, you guys are experiencing a storm right now. You'll have several rounds of storms before this is completely over. We come over here to our severe risk. See if Crown Point is on the list here. We've got a notable threat today in Crown Point, Indiana. The main 10% significant risk there. We've got lots of wind shear, not very much storm energy, damaging winds, and large hail. That's going to be your main threat today. I see you guys in Crown Point. Hail, that's what we're looking out for. Big old hail. Man, them storms are moving fast. Oh my gosh, it's moving really fast. Wow, look at this cone. That's the 1 hour projected path there. It's going fast. According to this, the storm motion is 70 miles per hour. Oh no. Oh no. The QR code is broke. Hold on, I'll fix it real quick. Ryan Hole, y'all. Ryan Hole, y'all. You can have all of this in-depth data for sales, track the historical data over time, like how much the reflectivity has increased, how much taller the storm is. Like this storm is up to 35,000 feet. And, just a couple of scans ago, it wasn't nearly that tall. So this is very valuable data, and it's very neatly put together by the WeatherWise team. So we got somebody out here saying it's the worst time to order takeout. I think you're right. Let's listen into Kopic. Let's see what he's got. Man, it looks pretty gnarly out there. This is the Wood County, Ohio storm.
Sign, while it's not really good that it's outflowy, it's a good sign that it's trying to, get itself back together. Might be a little outflow dominant now, but I'd give it some time. Definitely getting surface based.
Rotation over at Perrysburg, and there's a little spot of rotation trying to start. Pemberville.
Pemberville is where this little shelf wall looking feature is.
I fixed that too.
All right, guys, while we're in the trees, I'll keep it on this camera.
All right. Let's go over here to Pennsylvania because we did get an update on our warning over here south of Meadville. We still have a severe thunderstorm warning for the next 29 minutes. I would say that that's going to be extended here soon because this storm is going to fly all the way down there to Franklin and Clarion. Okay. So Franklin, Clarion, Pennsylvania, you guys need to be getting ready for a strong storm, potentially hail. Over quarter size is coming in right here. The storm's still getting stronger. You can see the reflectivity still increasing over time. So we're going to see that storm come down there and bring a wind and hail threat to you. We do have a y'all watch now from meteorologist Andy Hill. He's watching this storm in Bloomington. So let's hear from him.
Hey, Ryan. Yeah, I'm watching that storm because this is a tricky one. It doesn't look like too much there when we've got it, and it's right next to the radar. That's why it doesn't look like too much. But the real data is much higher up in the storm. Those upper tilts, once again, show us upwards of 70 dBz in this unwarned storm. And that's a hail core that usually you will never see 70 dBz without a severe thunderstorm warning. Those are pretty high reflectivity values. And of course, that's headed right into my face. So I might go outside and pick up some golf ball size hail, maybe, if there's enough of that. And I'll show you it on the stream if there are any significant hailstones.
Okay, thank you, Andy. Be safe. We've got a big old hailstorm coming into Bloomington. We've got Andy out there, and we've got several viewers checking in. Somebody says it's super windy right now. Somebody else says, got great views of this storm coming in. Let's go. So somebody's excited. And somebody said, haha, I'm in danger. You are in danger if you're outside. You just get indoors, away from windows and all that good stuff. And I think we'll be all right. All these storms over here are capable of producing hail. So we've got to keep that in mind. as the storm moves off to the east. This one right here is going to go literally right through Bloomington. We'll see it come into the Bloomington area within the next 19 minutes. Normal, 20 minutes. Ellsworth, potentially 30 or 40 minutes. And you can see all the way down there to Cropsey an hour from now. We'll potentially see that hail core come through. But you're going to have multiple storms move through Cropsey, for example, before this one gets there. So keep that in mind. It's going to be a stormy afternoon here in Bloomington. My goodness, look at that. 71 dBz. That is actually, guys, I'm going to say it, plumb wild. And my goodness, there's a bunch of you sharing your locations right now. Thank you for putting your locations on the map in the WeatherWise app. We've got 2,000 of yous on there right now. Most of you are checking in from Ohio by a wide margin. A lot of people are watching from Ohio right now. We are keeping an eye on these storms around Fort Wayne. I've been, talking about Fort Wayne. These storms we really have to watch as they move into Ohio. They're in, somewhat of an environment that might be supportive of stronger storms with destructive hail, maybe even tornadoes. We'll watch them closely. And we'll see what happens here as the storms move into our tornado watch, which, once again, I want to show this to anybody that hasn't seen it yet. Everybody in the flashing red box here is under a tornado watch. Okay. So that's 6.7 million people are under a tornado watch right now in Ohio and Pennsylvania. So you guys need to be getting ready. And we just got a new severe thunderstorm warning in Indiana. This is south of Valparaiso, Jasper and Porter counties. We've got 19,000 people under a severe thunderstorm warning here for this storm moving eventually over there towards Knox. We do have a potentially quarter-size hail coming in here. Get ready for this in Hebron within the next couple of minutes. La Crosse, 18 minutes. Knox, potentially 30 minutes. Culver, 40 minutes. And yeah, I do think that hail is going to be a big problem here. We got somebody right smack dab in the middle of the path here. Nicole. Hi, Nicole. Somebody else is literally right smack dab in the middle of the the path. They say, oh, hail, no. Yes, hail. You are going to get it. It's coming. Potentially 1 inch in diameter hail, maybe even larger. These storms are getting, strong fast. You know what I'm saying? So we got to be ready for that. And look at how fast these things are moving, man. This little thing right here is going to go all the way up there to Winnemac within the next hour. Potentially 52 minutes from now. This is going to slide all the way up there past Rensselaer and then up there towards Winnemac. These things are moving at incredible speeds. By the way, severe thunderstorm warning was issued for Bloomington. So shout out to meteorologist Andy Hill with the daggone slam dunk there on the early call out for this severe thunderstorm warning. We've got 1.25 inch hail and 60 mile per hour winds, y'all. Are we ready for that? Are we ready for that? We've got 68,000 homes in the path of this one and 155,000 people. We do have places like the Greenwood Mobile Home Park in the path, the Central Illinois Airport is in the path, and then also the St. Joseph Medical Center. We're talking about 1.25 inch in diameter hail. That's going to be damaging, so get ready for it. All right, let's come back up here to this Chicago warning. We are tracking this severe thunderstorm warning that just crossed over from the South Chicago suburbs like Orland Park. It's now moving into Lake County, Indiana. This thing's moving east at an incredible 70 miles per hour. And we just got a viewer report out of Crestwood of quarter-sized hail. That should be verified here soon on the map. And people in Hammond are telling us that the wind is picking up fast. If you're in Gary, Portage, or Merrillville, this is right on your doorstep. I want to get a little bit of a better look at this for you. Once again, this is moving fast to the south and east, right towards Portage. I'd be ready for it in Portage within the next couple of minutes. I mean, this thing is moving fast. 15 minutes, Dune Acres, 14 minutes, South Haven. I wonder if we can see it from this. You can't see nothing. It's a blur. It's moving so daggone fast. You can't see nothing out there. So I'm surprised we don't have a warning on this yet. This is probably producing hail right now of at least penny to quarter size. Interstate 65 needs to be ready for some very, heavy precipitation here soon, potentially a lot of hail near Egypt within the next 10 minutes. All right, let's come back over here to Ohio. I know that's where everybody is. Look at all these locations. By the way, if you want to put your location on the map, you can download WeatherWise. That's right, WeatherWise. It's a free app, and it's free to put your location on the map. But I would really look into the Plus and Pro subscriptions. They're really loading it up. It's hard to resist. I'll be honest with you. Like this, the recent update was absolutely crazy. All of our storm chasers are kind of gathered around this storm right here. Notice how Brandon Kopic's right there. I'll put all their feeds back up, by the way. I'm trying my best to keep not too much stuff on the screen. Like we have so much data, it's hard not to absolutely clog the screen up with everything. If I turn everything on, I mean, you're not going to be able to know what in the world's going on. Like if we do the tracks, the locations, the cameras, the warnings, everything. I mean, there's so much going on here, but it's all useful, just one at a time. So this storm right here is going down to the south and east. Fremont's about to get hit pretty hard here by this. And this is a part of that warning that's in effect for Lucas, Ottawa, and Sandusky counties in Ohio. And we do have cameras out here, by the way. We've got the power tower at Cedar Point. The storm, we should have a decent view of it by the time it gets over there. Hey, shout out to you, Laura. Thanks for the super chat. How is he seeing the storm track and how fast it's moving? I have a pro membership. So in the WeatherWise app, if you go down there, if you click on a storm, you can see the impacts or the sail. You click those things and you'll see all the same information. Mine looks a little bit different because I spent all day today trying to make it look pretty for my broadcast. But all the data is there if you have the pro subscription. Ready for anything with Ryan? Yes, we are going to get through this, Toledo. How's it going in Toledo, by the way? Somebody said that I'm scared and prepared. The rain has started. You're getting ready to get a 1-2 punch down here in Fremont and Oak Harbor. This is what it looks like out there in Hammond, Indiana. That's in Lake County ahead of that fast-moving storm coming out of Chicago. And then this is in Frankfort, Will County, Illinois. For some reason, that one's not working for me. And then somebody says, weird movement as that severe storm just missed us in Homer Glen, Illinois. It's not weird. It's just fast. These things are moving fast, which is kind of weird, I guess. Wow, look at this. Front door camera. Ominous shelf cloud. We're going to see a lot of these this evening. A lot of these. And there's the hail in Lake County, Indiana from Ashley. Thank you, Ashley, for sending that in. We did just get a new severe thunderstorm warning over here for Portage and Valparaiso. This is going to be for Porter County, Indiana. We've got 157,000. This is going to hit Portage, Valparaiso, Chesterton, Porter, Ogden, Dunes, and Burns Harbor. So get indoors and away from windows. Still waiting on a severe thunderstorm warning for these cells down here. I mean, this one right here is pretty strong. This one right here is absolutely nuts. And it's getting stronger. Notice how over time, this has went from having a 45 DBZ core all the way up to 50 just a couple scans ago. Now we're at 66. And in fact, I think we're higher than that in a couple of spots. So that's going to keep going on up to the north and east. Hanging Grove, Mannon, and Francisville. You guys need to be getting ready. You've got no warning or nothing, but that storm's going to be strong on its way up there. We do have a warning in Bloomington. Checking in on you guys. The strongest part of the storm is actually going through Bloomington right now. Right through the town. Somebody says, uh-oh, loud thunder. We don't have traffic cameras or anything in Bloomington. There's just not a good traffic camera system in the entire state of Illinois. There are some like still image ones, I think, but nothing worth looking at, just to be honest. Hey, Ryan, the wind's picked up big time at Bellflower. Yes, that cold front just went by, and now it's just going to keep getting colder and colder. New severe thunderstorm warning out here in Indiana. So this is going to be for Fulton, LaPorte, and Marshall counties. Also, Pulaski and Stark counties. We've got about 53,000 people in the path of this one. And this is going to be going up there towards Culver, Knox, Plymouth, North Judson, Hamlet, and La Crosse, Indiana.